Do you have Git commands that you use over and over again? Or sometimes you forget how to use some of them because they've got so many parameters and you just can't remember them because you don't use them often enough. So you have to search through your Git history to try and find it. Did you know you can create alias commands, aka shortcuts? Check out my Git log behind me. That looks pretty cool, right? And actually I used the git lg command to create that. And if you try this command, it won't work for you because it's an alias to one of my commands that has lots of parameters. It looks much better than the standard git log output. So how did I do this? In this video, I'm going to show you how to create aliases and shortcuts for any git commands that you like. Before we get started, I want to share my free download for you, which is a project checklist for maintainers. It will help your project stand out so you can get more contributors, which means more stars and forks, and we all like those. Plus, it will help you get the job, clients, and money that you deserve because your project will look more professional. Link in the description below. Right, back to the Git aliases. A big shout out to Kewalia for suggesting this video. Git aliases is something I've used for many years, but I never thought to share it. So now I'm really happy to share it with you. To add a Git alias is really quite straightforward once you know how. You would type git config because we want to set a config and we want it to be global. And the next thing we'll do is say alias. That's the section in the config we want to add to. And I'm going to show you the config file in a bit. And then next we want, I'm going to say the S command. Let's create the S command for status. And then after that, after you've put in what you want the shortcut to be, you actually put in the full command. So in this case, it would be status, but I actually also want to use the summary flag. This wouldn't quite work because I'd need to wrap this in double quotes to show that this is the alias command. So any parameters that you use when aliasing a command, make sure you wrap it, the whole command, in double quotes. So now I've added that. If I run the full command, which would be this, I get these results. And if I ran the alias command, I should get the same result. And I do. No surprise there. And did you know you can also do this for your terminal and any command on your operating system? For example, if I did gs, I'm going to get the same results because I've created this one earlier. That's a little teaser into shortcuts also for your OS. If you like a video on that, leave a comment below. And while you're down there, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell button so you get notifications. It's completely free and really helps support the channel. Let's have a look at our git config and see what got created. I'm going to use Vim here. Don't get scared. I do have a video on how to use Vim and how to customize it so you can get the syntax highlighting and the numbers down the side. I'll leave a link in the description below. So if we go to the alias section, which is what we used when we ran that config command, you can see that I've got the S alias that I added. I've got the LG that I showed you earlier, and I also have a B1 that I created. So a way to add it, you can add it using the config command, or you can come in here and then just add another command as well if you wanted. So for example, if I wanted to run A for add, I could just do this. And you think, oh, add command, that actually needs a parameter. Well, it does. And when you use the alias command, any parameters you pass to the alias command would automatically get passed through to the actual original command. Let me show you. Let's just check the status of our files again, and we can see none of them are staged. I could use the full command, which is git add package JSON. And if I do a status again, you can see now package JSON has been staged. But let's use the shortcut that we created for the add command. So it would be git a, and that's all we added to the alias. So I can actually pass a parameter and it will automatically get passed through to the final command. So if I do a status again, now you can see package lock has been staged also. So you might be thinking, well, why would I want to do this? Well, it'll make your life and workflow much faster and easier. Who doesn't want less work? Who doesn't want to look cool to their friends running all these awesome commands really fast and people not knowing what's going on? And they might think, oh, well, let me try that. I know that's how I started right at the beginning when I first saw aliases. And other people go run these commands that they see you running and it won't work for them because they don't have the alias. But they can if you set up dot files on your computer. That's a completely different discussion. I do have a video on this on my channel from a few weeks ago. Do go check it out. So to conclude, use git aliases to make your life easier. You can do it in two ways via the git config command, or you can do it directly in the config. Make sure you don't break this file. As I mentioned, use dot files not only to share your configuration, but to version the configs on your computer or take a backup of the file. If you want to geek out with us in the awesome GitHub community with other amazing members, do check out our Discord link in the description below. We chat between videos and live streams. And remember, we believe collaboration is first and code is second. I'll see you in Discord.